Okay, here's how I do the second practice exam. Let's see. First problem, find the distance and the midpoint between this pair of the point. So we have 2 points. Okay, a pair of 2 points. The midpoint. The midpoint is, okay, so you have x coordinates plus x coordinate divided by 2, y coordinate plus y coordinate divided by 2. Okay, so 5 plus -1 is 4. 4 over 2 is 2. -3 plus -6 is -9. Write it as a fraction. Don't simplify it. Okay, this is a midpoint. Distance. Distance is square root of 5 minus -1 square plus -3 minus -6 square, and then add them together, take square root. 5 minus -1 is 6. Okay, so it's a 6 squared, 36. -3 minus -6 is equal to 3. So -3 plus 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So it's a square root of, 45, my bad. Square root of 45. Don't simplify. Don't simplify. Square root of 45. Okay? This is the first problem. And second problem, find the center of and the radius of the circle. So we have the circle. We're looking for the center and the radius of the circle. Okay, so here x squared is just x squared. There's no x term, so you don't do anything. Y squared plus 6y. Remember, we have y squared plus 2ay plus a squared is equal to y plus a quantity squared. Okay, so here you have y squared plus 6. 6 is 2 times 3, so a is 3. 3 squared is 9, so we need 9 in order to complete the square. We add a 9 to the left hand side. We also add a 9 to the right hand side. Okay, so this is x squared plus y plus 3 squared is equal to 9. So remember, the standard form of a circle is this: x minus h squared, y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So the center is hk, radius is r. So here you only have x, so the center is, so it's x minus 0, so you have 0. Y plus 3, we must have y minus, so it's y minus -3, so this is -3. The center is 0, -3. Radius, the right hand side is r squared. So be careful, this 9 is not radius. The radius is 3. The radius is 3. 3 squared is 9. Okay, very, very, very important. This radius is 3, and here is -3. It has to be y minus. Write an equation of the line with the slope 2 and pass the point 1, -2. So slope, pendiente, slope is 2, and the point is 1, -2. So if you have a point HK, you have a slope, not k, m. Then the equation becomes y minus k is equal to m times x minus h. This is a formula. So the equation becomes y minus -2 is equal to 2 times x minus 1. This is it. Don't simplify it. Okay? Don't simplify it. It's called slope point formula. For write the equation of the line parallel to the line 5x minus 7y is equal to 35 and pass 1 negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to give you two ways to do it. So first way, let the equation be 5x minus 7y is equal to d. Okay, you just copy this xy part, and this constant number you replace it by d. The line pass the point 1 and -2, so you let x be 1, y be -2. So we get a 5 times 1 minus 7 times -2 is equal to d. 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 7 times -2 is a -14. Minus -14 is plus 14. So 5 plus 14 is 19. So you get a d equal to 19. Hence, the equation is 5x minus 7y equal to 19. That's it. Okay, so that's it. So first, this condition, this setup actually guarantee that this line is parallel to the given line. Whenever two lines are parallel, they will have the same xy part. The only difference is a constant. Okay, so if you don't understand or if you don't like this method, we have method 2. Method 2, from the first equation, we move 5x to the right side. We get a -7y is equal to -5x and plus 35. And then we divide the equation by -7. So y is equal to -5 over -7 is 5 over 7x. 35 over -7 is -5. So this is the equation, slope-intercept form. And from here you can see that the slope is 5 over 7. The slope is 5 over 7. You have the slope, you have this point. Then the equation is y minus -2, y minus y coordinate is equal to slope times x minus x coordinate of the point. Okay, so this is the case. See? So that's a formula. And this one is also the correct answer. I'm not going to prove it, but you can see these two things are the same. If you simplify it and multiply two sides by 7 and organize it, it will be 5x minus 7, y equal to 19. The same thing. This works, this also works in the exam. You can select either of them. Okay. 5. Find the intercepts in x and in y of y squared equal to x plus 4. Okay, so x-intercept x-intercept, y is equal to 0. X-intercept, y is always 0. So you let y be 0, you will have 0 equal to x plus 4. So x is negative 4. This is x-intercept. Y-intercept, x is equal to 0. Y-intercept, x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, so y squared is equal to 4. So y could be 2, y could be negative 2. So they are the intercept in x or y. You need to find out all of them. Okay? 6. Find the equation of the parabola with the focus 3, 0, directrix x equal to negative 3. Okay, so first, focus 3, 0, directrix x equal to negative 3. So 3, negative 3. So you see here, this A is equal to 3. It's open to the right. So open to the positive x-axis. So it's a y squared equal to 4ax. Positive x-axis, 4ax. Negative x-axis, negative 4ax. Positive y, 4ay. Negative y, negative 4ay. Okay, it's all 4 cases. Okay, then the equation, what is the equation? Equation is going to be y squared equal to 3 is, a is a 3, so it's 12x. And that's it. 12x. It's in the standard position. 7. Determine the domain of the function. Determine the domain of the function fx equal to square root of 1 minus x squared. Square root function, so inside is 1 minus x squared. It's a polynomial. Polynomial can be defined for whatever real numbers. So the domain of this function is every a real number. But once you put it under square root, you need 1 minus x squared greater than or equal to 0. So here we need 1 minus x squared greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so in other words, I want the positive leading coefficient. So it is x squared minus 1 less than or equal to 0. Okay, you multiply this inequality by negative 1. I want this part positive. Okay, then you have two solutions, x equal to plus minus 1. So you have negative 1 plus minus 1. So you have 3 parts. And then you're going to select the sample point from each part. Possibly you can select the negative 2 here. You can select 0 here. You can select the positive 2 here. And check that. Check x squared minus 1. Check x squared minus 1 at negative 2, 0, and a positive 2. Those 3 points are from those 3 pieces of intervals. So from each piece of the interval, I select a sample point. We will see that when x is negative 2 and positive 2 is positive. X squared minus 4 is 3. But when x is 0, it's negative. So at x equal to 0, x squared minus 1 equal to negative 1 is less than 0. So it fits the equation. So the solution set is between negative 1 and the positive 1. Because we include the equal sign, it's a bracket. So this is the domain of fx. This is domain of fx. Okay. it's not very bad. Problem 8. We have a function fx equal to x plus 2 over x minus 6. Part 1 of a question is the point -1 and 2 in the graph of the function? Question. So in the graph, it means this coordinates satisfy the equation. So you just check, let x be -1. So you have -1 plus 2 over -1 minus 6. So numerator is 1, denominator is -7. So it's not equal to number 2. After you evaluate this function, it's not equal to number 2. So the answer is no. The point is not in the graph or on the graph, whatever word I think it should be on the graph of fx. Okay, it's not very bad. And second, let fx be 2. What is x? If fx is equal to 2, what is x? Well, let's compute. Fx equal to 2, so you get x plus 2 over x minus 6 is equal to 2. You multiply two sides by the denominator. And simplify it. And we move this negative 2, the 2x to the left side, this 2 to the right side. So it's x minus 2x is equal to -12 minus 2. Negative x is -14. We multiply two sides by -1, you get x equal to 14. Okay, so when x is 14, the value is 2. So this is the answer. It's a subtraction, not a product. It's a subtraction. All right. Problem 9, find the average rate of the change. Average rate of the change of function fx, which is x squared minus 2x, over the interval 1, 3. Average rate of the change is fb minus fa over b minus a, over the interval ab. fb minus fa over b minus a. So here you need f3, f1. So the average rate of the change is f3 minus f1 over 3 minus 1. What is f3? f3 is a 3 squared, 9. Minus 2 times 3 minus 6. This is f3. Minus f1. 1x is 1 is 1. 1x is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. 9 minus 6 is a 3. 1 minus 2 is -1. Minus -1 is +1. So it's equal to 2. Okay. Problem 10. If the function y equal to x squared is translated 1 unit up and then reflect about x-axis, what is the new function? What is the new function? 1 unit up, add 1. Directly add 1 at the tail, it is a 1 unit up. Reflect about the x-axis means you replace x by -x. You flip to the right side, left side. Okay, so you replace x by -x. X-axis. No, sorry, my bad. X-axis. No, I'm thinking y. Reflect about y-axis. So about x-axis, you change y to be -y. You just change y to be negative y. That is a reflection about the x-axis. This is x. This way. Up and down. Up and down. Flip it. Okay. So the new function becomes negative y equal to x squared plus 1. If you don't want a negative sign here, you multiply two sides by negative 1. You will get y equal to negative x squared minus 1. Okay. So you can either leave it like this or you can leave it like this. This works. This also works. Yeah. Y-axis, you change. If you reflect about y-axis, reflect. You change x to be negative x. You reflect about x-axis, you change y to be negative y. 11. Let me try to read this. Okay, so after I search online, I understand this problem. I mean, those words. There's a wire, a long wire. Length is x. It is bent to be a square, okay? A cuadrado, a square. So how do we bend it? First, divide it into half, and we continue dividing into half, and then you can just bend to get a square, right? So this is the way how the problem described. We bend it to the square. Okay, so the total wire has length x. You divide equally into 4 parts, so each side has length x over 4. So this is x over 4, x over 4, x over 4. Okay, so this is a cuadrado, a square. The area is the side square. That's it. That's it. You don't have to simplify it. Leave it like this so that I can see if you get the right side or not. Okay? If you want, it is x squared over 16. You have to square x. You also need to square denominator 4. But this is a good answer. Okay? So this type of problem, you need to understand the process. How do we do it? Okay, so this is the whole discussion about the practice exam. If you have any questions, send an email to me. Okay, we will have the exam next Monday, I believe, 26th. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.